Hi all, welcome to Return to Self. My name's Alana. If it's your first time here, then it's lovely to meet you. Here, each week, I'll be channeling messages for the collective, providing you with tools, support, and guidance from the divine to help you navigate the ascension process. Now, I'm just going to take a moment to tune into the cards and to shuffle them and to see what the universe wants us all to know at the moment. Emotional withdrawal was the first one that's come up. So what I'm getting from this is that there's a lot of people in the collective conscious at the moment that are feeling perhaps like a lack of direction, sort of a unknowingness about what direction to go in, perhaps. I also see that a lot of people are spending some time alone. I think they're potentially withdrawing from the world at the moment to try and find their own inner compass, I think. I think there might have been some challenges that people have gone through, especially over the last couple of weeks. I see some big boulders here, which for me always represents sort of obstacles, I guess, things that have been challenging to overcome. I think the most important thing for the collective right now is to spend some time in meditation, to really tune in to the universe. Because I think on some level you all know what you need to be doing, even though it does feel like it's quite a tumultuous time at the moment. You just need to rely on your inner strength, I think, at this point in time. Okay. The next one I got was foundations and achievement. So I think now is actually the time to be focusing on what you want to build in your life, what you've achieved so far, what you're wanting to manifest in your life. I feel like there's a lot of you that have a lot of dreams and aspirations, things that they're wanting to achieve, and feel like this is a really good time to start focusing on some of those things. I think for some of you may feel like you can't fully comprehend or don't fully understand what you want to manifest in your life. So I'd be encouraging you to spend some time in prayer and meditation, just focusing on connecting with yourself, going within yourself, to tune into your intuition. I feel like things will be revealed to you over time, and I think that the outcome will be extremely positive if you do so. I feel like you will be able to make some fast-paced changes at this time. Okay, the next card I pulled out was Truth. So I think for many of you, this is coming to terms with finding your own truth. I think that the truth can be different depending on lots of different perspectives, experiences, life experiences, past things you've been through. But I think this is about you trying to tune into your own truth and perhaps universal truths as well. The truths that really resonate within your soul, I think, and trying to find some sort of balance and stability in that to give you some sense of sort of like grounding and kind of centeredness. And also acknowledging that the truth, in a sense, is always changing as well. It changes depending on our experiences, our perspectives, new knowledge that we integrate, enhanced understandings of things as your vibration sort of increases. Yeah, I think that's about it from that one. Okay. The next one I get is awareness. So I think from this one, it's definitely about allowing yourself to tune in to the universe and to receive messages. I think at the moment, a lot of you are going to be receiving messages from spirit that, you know, are directly meant for you, for your life purpose. So I definitely think that there is a need for inner reflection at the moment. I'm also seeing a lot of darkness around this particular card, and I feel like this might be becoming aware of your shadow side, the need to integrate your shadow side. You might have past lives coming up. You might be integrating a lot of timelines at the moment. There might be aspects of yourself coming up that you're not entirely sort of thrilled with, shall we say. But I think it's just allowing yourself to sit within these, you know, within this awareness and just slowly integrating it, because I feel like your shadow side is actually a part of your power and potential. We are always made up of both bad and good, and it's important to recognize that. You know, when I look at myself, there's a side of me that can be really soft and gentle, but there's also another side of me from past lives that can actually be quite manipulative and can be quite strategic in the way that it does things. And I think I've always resisted this aspect of myself, but I've come to realize over time that there's actually a lot of power in that aspect. That aspect of me is very wise, it's very cluey, it's very instinctual. It doesn't get pushed around by people as much, while the gentle side of me is, you know, is a part of what makes me me, but it's also prevented me from achieving things at times. It's prevented me from speaking up, prevents me from being my full self sometimes. So I can see even for myself that it's really important to be integrating some of that. And I think doing so actually leads to a much greater sense of self-acceptance once you can understand and integrate those stories, those experiences that you've had, whether it's from, you know, from this lifetime or whether it's from 3 lifetimes back. It's all important. It's all important to integrate. It helps us to understand ourselves better at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one last card. Okay, so the next card I've pulled is practice and planning. So I definitely feel like this one is about putting in some really firm foundations. We're about to move into a solar eclipse in Virgo at the moment, and I feel like this is a really good time to start implementing in your life routines, habits, practices that you want to take forth with you, and making sure that those habits and routines are sort of, are solid habits and routines. They're not things that you just do as a one-off. I think this is going to take a lot of effort in some cases. It might be hard in a lot of cases. But with that will also come an increase in your solar plexus energies. It's you focus on what's actually really important to you and kind of let go of the stuff that you no longer resonate with, that doesn't suit you. So this could be jobs, this could be relationships, this could be people, like people in your life. It could be habits that you've had. It's really time, I think, to take a look at many of these things as you sort of step into creating the life you want at the end of the day. All right then. Well, thanks a lot for tuning in this week. I'll be back next week with our next update from the universe. Bye for now.